Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Life According to Kaylin, and I'm Kaylin Faith. So today we're going to be working on our base. Today is going to be a bare minimum makeup look today. So we're going to just work on strictly our base, do a light wash of color on the eyes and some lashes and call it a day. So let's get started. So I already primed my face and I already color corrected what what I wanted to cover up. So just to do a little bit more primer, I'm going to use the NYX Pore Filler primer, and it's just give us a more smoother application for the foundation. I already did my brows too, so I know it's been a long time since I've been on camera. A lot has been going on with me personally. I lost my grandmother, so I did take a little bit of a break from doing videos and other things that were going on personally. I just had to take a step back from recording, but I'm back, so let's go ahead and run out these videos so I can keep you guys intrigued. So we're gonna go ahead with our foundation. Our foundation today, we're gonna use the CoverGirl matte foundation in D70, and I'm gonna mix D70 and D80 together. I already did like a little bit of this on my on the top part of my eyebrows, so we do have a little bit on already, but not that much. And since it's about to be winter or fall, D70 will pretty much suffice now. I will always mix D80 and D70 in the summer. I was using D70 and D80 strictly, and I'm like, this is too dark. So I went ahead and changed my routine to mixing them both. So, and it's awesome at this point that I can say a foundation is too dark, because I never really had that luxury. So I'm definitely grateful for the strides that they made in the beauty, especially in drugstore. Because like I said in a previous video before, I can count on one hand how many times I bought high-end makeup. And if I did, it was because it was for a Christmas gift, or I had a gift card, or I had a discount because I was working at Macy's or something like that. And the one for Macy's, I would get the foundation, I would get Lancome, and then for the concealer, I would get Clinique, which Clinique is one of my favorite concealers. It was like Deep Honey or something like that, one of the creamiest concealers ever, but I don't get that right now because I don't work there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start first with my brush. And I'm going to be looking in the mirror too, because I do not have contacts and and you can't put glasses on while you're doing your foundation. So I need to be able to see a little bit. So how's everyone doing? I can't believe it's like mid-September already. Like the last time I talked to you guys, I think it was beginning of September or end of August. One of those, whatever video was the one where I talked about doing what's natural versus what's expected of you. And I can honestly say, since that video, I've been trying to put that more in practice with my own life, like doing what feels natural versus what you expect people to want you to do, or what people expect you to do. I definitely has put that in motion in my life, because one thing for certain, a message comes to the messenger first before it gets to other people. So I definitely had to sit down and reevaluate how I did things in my own personal life. And it definitely has helped me not to be so caught up in what people think of me, or care too much. Of course, there's always going to be a level of me that cares what people think, but not to the extent that it was. That's not what I wanted. Oh well. I'll put it back in here. accidentally put D90, which I had a few summers ago, because when I was working at Chick-fil-A, of course, I was working outside, and I got like so chocolate. I'm not gonna say black because I love my summer glow. This summer I didn't really get it because, of course, I don't work there anymore, and I was inside, so I didn't really get that dark. But and plus D90 was a little bit too cool, and if stuff looks too cool for me, is I have a weird, it's more on the neutral with a hint of warm. Like, I detest red undertones because they make me look bricky, and I don't like that look. So okay, so we're gonna go ahead and blend this in. But yeah, I definitely have been adding that, doing what's natural versus what's expected of me. I've definitely added that into my life, and I can see like a difference in my way of thinking. I've seen a difference in my relationship and everything like that. So that is definitely, working on me, and I'm here for the journey. So went ahead and blended in my foundation. Of course, you want to get on your neck as much as possible. I think I'm gonna be wearing a hoodie today, or I'm wearing a t-shirt because today we're doing our outside service. So I'm trying to get done as quickly as I can because I do have to get my son ready. So, and he's asleep, thank God. So we're gonna try to move expeditiously. So I went ahead and blend in my foundation. As you can see, it's pretty blended pretty well. I'll change the lighting a little bit. I did get for my birthday, my mom bought me a ring light, so I can definitely change the settings. Oh, let's do it this way. That looks, you can see it a little bit more that way. So definitely, you can see how blended it looks. Looks really nice. So we're done with the foundation. So I'm trying to clean up as I go. Ready. Okay, so I'm going to be using 2 concealers for my under eye. We're already on that step. The concealer I'm going to be using is the LA Girl Pro foundation concealer in Fawn, which is everybody's favorite concealer. If you look all on YouTube, most girls, my complexion are a little bit lighter than me, they use Fawn. So I like this how it looks. We're gonna use that first, and then on top of that, I like to use CoverGirl's concealer in Golden Caramel. I don't know if you can see that a little bit. Golden Caramel. I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna mix these 2 together. And when you do this, the LA Girl Pro Concealer, it gives you some time to wiggle around a little bit, but this one does not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go straight in with my Real Technique sponge and blend that in. I'm gonna go over my eyelid also, because when I'm gonna do it with my eyes, it works better if you have like a clear or a blank canvas, so, or a even canvas. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Do something nice and natural today. I'm not gonna do any real eyeshadow look because, like I said, we're gonna do something. I might do something a little bit, but nothing. I'm gonna keep it as bare minimum. I might do something in my tear duct for sure, but and I always get under my lip. with my concealer. And then what I do to make my concealer so it doesn't look like a harsh line of just concealer, I take my foundation again, my sponge of my foundation, and then I kind of buff that out a little bit, like so, to kind of get rid of that harsh line of where my concealer ended. I kind of let it sit on the concealer on my nose for as long as possible, because I don't want it to be too, I want it to be as dry as possible for when I do my contour for my nose. So I just let it sit there a little bit. Adding some more foundation on the, I call it the butt part of my sponge. Like, I call this the butt part of my sponge, and then like for my charger adapter, I know it's called an adapter. I learned that a few years ago actually, but I will always call it the butt part of my charger. So in order to put it on the butt part of the sponge, I'm gonna change the lighting just a little bit. I'm gonna change it back so you can see. There you go, that's a little better. You can see. I'm gonna add a little bit more concealer under my eye. Blend that in. I was doing the one technique where you blend your concealer in with a small brush. I like it for when I have time to sit there and do that. But today I don't have time, so I'm not gonna do that today. But it definitely gives you a more airbrush look under your eyes. But you definitely have to have time to sit there and put that in. And today I don't. Because now that my son is bigger and his hair isn't braided and he detests getting his hair done, period. I've been putting like 4 little puffs in his hair, He still looks like a little boy, but I have to, because my son's hair is so thick that if you let it sit, if you just let it wear in an afro, it's going to get matted, and I don't like that. And I can't find a sponge. I bought him a sponge, and it got misplaced. I asked everybody in the house, have you seen this sponge? And they keep saying that it was the last place where I had it, and it's not there. So his hair is still in the sponge, in the puffs. Yesterday he went with his godmom for a few hours, so it's still in the puffs. I just have to fix the ponytails. I was asked, are you gonna dread his hair? No, probably not. Definitely something both me and his dad will have to discuss. I don't want to, because I just don't. But cuts and stuff like that, I told him he can decide when he gets his first haircut, or depending on how long his hair is, if you want to keep it long. And of course, when we first brought him home, he had a beautiful, like, soft, springy curls, And then it became like, it still remained soft, but it got a little bit more like an afro, which I loved when his hair was like that. And then it started getting a little thicker, and I was like, wow. And then after it got thicker, of course, he went through the fit. He didn't do too bad, where his hair in the back was rubbing out because babies have to sleep on their backs. So it went through that phase a little bit, not too much. But his hair grew back like with a vengeance. Like a vengeance. So like he either gets it braided or I put it in the little puffs to keep the peace. Because I'm not gonna go out, my hair done, and my sunset's not done. No, I'm not that type of mom. So what I did was I went ahead and contoured my face. And with my contours, I like it more on the warm side. So I use like a contour with a little bit more of a red undertone. And I wouldn't even call it contouring. What I do, I kind of warm up the face, I guess, is what you can call it. So before I set my concealer under my eyes, I like to make sure I have everything blended out. And to blend out my nose contour a little bit, I don't know who I learned this from on YouTube. I want to say I learned it from, it's my right? I want to say that's what I learned it from. I like to kind of meet out that contour. Take your sponge that you had your concealer on and kind of tap it. I think I learned it from her. I can't really remember. And that kind of still gives that little shadow. And it gives that shadow a little bit. So the brush I'm going to use is this brush. It's like a flat angle brush. And then I'm going to take my Black Radiance banana powder that I also mixed with the Fit Me powder. I'm going to mix those two. Okay, we said that. So next, I'm gonna leave that out for a minute. Okay, next, I'm gonna take my loose powder. It wasn't originally a loose powder, but I kind of made it into a loose powder because they broke. I'm gonna take the Black Radiance pressed powder, and I'm gonna use that to blend in everything. Oh, it's right here. I knew that was gonna happen. And my eyes water, so it did kind of disturb that a little bit. So I'm gonna let that dry. Okay, and now for my eyes, what I'm going to do to do a small wash of color, and that's it. And I'm going to do something to add my highlight under my eyebrow a little bit more. So to take a little bit of my concealer. This on this side though. I like that distinct line that separates your brow highlight from the rest of your eyes. So I'm just gonna take that and clean that up a little, blend that out a little bit. There we go. Okay, so of course, most of the time, if you do a light wash of color on the bottom, you need to do one on the top also. But let me go ahead and set my my brow bone a little bit. So we're gonna take that same brown color and go under her eye. Like that. Take a little bit of your setting powder and trace it under there. Give you a more defined look. And then we're gonna brush that away. Next step is our blush. And I don't, like as of late, I have not been doing highlight on my cheeks. So we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna do a little bit of wash of blush. And this is Coral Cold by Milani. And I like the whole blush on the nose thing. And of course my eye wants to act up. Okay, so I'm back. I had to fix my eye my under eye because it was watering. So now we're going to go ahead and finish out the look with our eyelashes. The eyelashes I'll be using today are from the beauty supply store, and they're the Mink. They're by Wink Professional Mink 3D faux mink 3D lashes, and they're the 25 millimeter. So this is what they look like. I already applied my lash glue onto my eye lid or my lash line. So next all I'm gonna do is put these lashes on. And with these lashes, like it's like there's no short end and long end. So, but how I do it, the end that's more flared out, I have that on the end. So okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and go to lips. I want to keep my lips pretty neutral today, so I'm just gonna go. That's going to. Now I'm gonna take the pencil, same pencil I used for my eyebrows today. And we're just gonna go under my lip. And keeping it as close to my lip line. I'm gonna take a nude pink lipstick by Wet n Wild, and this is called Shiny or Skinny Dipping. We're gonna use Skinny Dipping. And go over with some gloss. And get under my eye a little bit more, because you know, kind of eye day it's gonna be. It's gonna be a runny eye day. Which I knew this was gonna happen because I've gone like a few weeks without having runny eyes, and today it must be runny eye. So, in my hair today, I did some crochet passion twists. I did some for my grandmother's funeral and her homecoming. I'm sorry, and they were. It was a different type of hair, and I didn't really care for it, so I took it down yesterday and I redid it yesterday, and I like this hair way better. So this hair is the Zuri V1911, and it's like all the inches in one pack. I use 2 packs because I like mine to look a little bit. I use like one full pack and then you use one from the second pack just so it could be more fuller, but you can definitely get away with using one pack. And I just went ahead, if you guys would like to see how I do my crochet braids, let me know. I do mine a little bit differently. I cannot braid my own hair. I can braid other people's hair, but not my own. It's like my hands don't know what to do once it gets time to braid my own hair. So what I do is I do a rubber band, which I have no problem with using rubber bands in my hair. Some people twist their hair and interlock it that way, but rubber bands work for me. So that's what I did. So if you guys would like to see how I did that, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will go ahead and upload a video for you guys in the future showing you how I do my base for my crochet braids. I absolutely love crochet braids. They're like one of my favorite protective styles of choices outside of box braids and wigs. So thank you guys again for tuning in for another video with Life According to Kaylin Faith. I definitely want to thank you guys for being patient with me. Like I said earlier, I had a lot of things going on in the month of September, and now that my grandmother's service has has passed by, I definitely am back in the right headspace to make more videos. So if you guys can still remember to like, comment, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks again for tuning in. Have a blessed day.